Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about XRP, and once again, this is the 1 hour chart. We're finally starting to get some movement for XRP. But a lot of good news came out around crypto, which started this run up. And Bitcoin was the first one to move. So crypto asset manager Grayscale wins lawsuit against the SEC. Specifically, the U.S. Court of Appeals stated that the asset management firm be granted their petition for review, with the commission's rejection was vacated. Moreover, this indicates that the Federal Appeals Court has ordered the agency to withhold its rejection of Grayscale's bid to transition its Bitcoin trust into an exchange-traded fund. Subsequently, the development could set the stage for the United States to get its very first spot Bitcoin ETF. What happened next? Bitcoin took off and took to the rest of the space with it. And then there was this news as well. X obtains license required for virtual currency. So regulators in Rhode Island have officially granted a currency transmitter license to X, previously known as Twitter. The revelation is according to the information disclosed on the nationwide multi-state licensing system dated August 28th. The move marks a significant stride in the company's expansion into the financial services sector, specifically in the realm of digital assets. So let's see where this goes next, with X getting involved with crypto now. But you know, it's nice to see good news for once. And I think XRP is going to continue its small run up, because there's a lot of good news coming out around Ripple and XRP as well. Ripple's regulatory mastery securing payment license across 31 U.S. states. Now, I mentioned this in a previous video, but I didn't really go in depth at all. So Ripple's regulatory triumph, a game changer for XRP. Ripple's acquisition of money transmitter license in 31 U.S. states has triggered considerable excitement and discourse within the XRP community. This development places Ripple in a potential influential position, setting the stage for XRP's enhanced mainstream integration. And that's where I think we're going next. Ripple is going after the bank money, they're going after enterprise money, and they're going to go after the merchant money as well, as we see right here. So it is estimated that 22% of all sales happen online. How crypto can enable e-commerce and merchant payments. So one of the many lasting impacts of the pandemic has been the resounding shift to e-commerce. From basic household items to luxury goods, making purchases online during lockdown has now become the new norm for consumers around the world. This shift also had an effect on the adoption of non-cash retail payments in emerging markets, which grew by 25 CAGR between 2018 and 2021. I think Ripple knows this is where there is a lot of money. It's estimated that 22% of all sales take place online, and Morgan Stanley predicts the total e-commerce market could grow from $3.3 trillion to $5.4 trillion by 2026. In markets with well-developed payment infrastructure like South Korea and the United States, online sales could grow to 45 and 31% of total sales respectively within the next 5 years. But you see that transition happening for yourself. Just go to your local mall. There's always vacant stores in the malls because the days of brick and mortar are dying off. Even Walmart at some point is going to have to get rid of the brick and mortar stores. Look at Amazon. Amazon's still booming and will continue to boom in the future because people like the idea of sitting there ordering something from their phone and it shows up at their house in the next 24 to 48 hours. But once again, This is what I like about Ripple. This is what I like about Brad Garlinghouse as the CEO of Ripple. He goes after all the money. He gets involved with the banks, enterprise, now merchants. He gets involved with carbon credits. Even though I don't like the idea of it, I know there's a lot of money there. Tokenization, going after that as well. Even CBDCs, which I don't like the idea of, Brad knows that's where the money is. And, you know, that's why I always said your investment is pretty much a done deal. You are going to get rich off of your XRP because when you see the company behind XRP opening up all of those corridors through partnerships all around the world, you know XRP at some point is going to skyrocket in price. Europe, get ready because you're about to get your CBDC sooner than you think. Now take a listen to what Christine Lagarde has to say here, but definitely pay attention to the end of this video where her body language shifts and she kind of gets mad because they're panicking at this point. And I think it's because BRICS is changing the timeline. Take a listen to this.
You know my views on CBDCs, and you know that I have pushed that project. Fabio Panetta is working hard on that together with members in the entire Eurosystem, with a high-level task force that is working really hard on moving forward. But in a way, I'm really pleased that attention is now focused on the role that cryptos can play and the role that central bank digital currency can have when they are implemented. We have a schedule, as you know. The Governing Council decided back in October 21 to launch a 2-year investigation phase. And it is at the end of that investigation phase that the decision will definitely be made to launch the CBDC and to make it a reality. We can't go wrong with that project. I'm confident that we will move ahead, but that's going to be a decision of the Governing Council. I think it's an imperative to respond to what the Europeans expect, and I think we have to be a little bit ahead of the curve if we can on that front. So if we can accelerate the work, I hope we can accelerate the work. I will certainly support that. And I was delighted to see that in the United States, there was an executive order by President Biden to actually expect similar effort and focus and progress on CBDCs, cryptos. And I think that it will take all the goodwill of those who want to support sovereignty, who want to make sure that monetary policy can be transmitted properly using our currency will endeavor. On the issue of financial stability, I totally concur with my Vice President, De Guindos, but I will also point you to the last sentence in the first paragraph of our monetary policy statement. And I know that there's been an abuse of that, but we mean it. We will take whatever action is needed to fulfill the ECB's mandate to pursue price stability and to safeguard financial stability. So, have no doubt.
You see how she's talking about fast-tracking things, accelerating things? That's because I think the BRICS changed the timeline. But she also talked about Biden's executive order here in the United States, 14067. And you wonder now why the Fed is pushing ahead on a digital dollar? Well, that's why right there. You know, I said it before. Everything is moving quicker today than it did even a year ago. A year ago, when you seen Christine Lagarde talking, it sounded like they had all the time in the world. Today, everything has changed. And that's why you always got to be holding XRP. Because at any moment, we could get some big announcement that sends this cryptocurrency skyrocketing. I don't like the idea of CBDCs, but I know they're definitely coming. People here in the United States aren't even paying attention. Most people don't even realize that FedNow went live already. If you're not in crypto, forget it. You know nothing that's going on. You think it's an accident that BRICS Summit, Grayscale beats the SEC, B20, Jackson Hole, X, and crypto payments is allowed. G20, digital euro deadline, Jerome Powell's speech, all are happening in synchronistic manner. Big things are coming. Like I've been telling you, you're an XRP holder. You need to pay attention to real world events. The real world and the crypto space are coming together like never before. And that's why for over the past year, in every video I've ever done, I tried to point out different events that were occurring in the real world. And I kept saying, this is all coming together perfectly. And sure enough, here we are now. And I think they're going to try to fast track as much as they possibly can throughout the rest of this year. And they're going to try to go live probably sometime next year with the Cbdc. Most likely the Europe and the United States will be the first movers. Western Union and Ripple Alliance, a new era of cross-border transactions. Now, when I first talked about this, people said this is old news. No, this is new. Western Union is redoing everything with Ripple right now. So as the world of finance evolves, legacy institutions are often faced with a pivotal choice. Western Union, the global juggernaut of money transfers, has chosen the former. In a strategic shift, they're now turning their gaze to the burgeoning crypto sphere with Ripple's blockchain and its native XRP token as their linchpin. And I like the fact that they're not just using RippleNet, they're also going to utilize XRP, because that's how me and you get rich. You know, I said it before, Stellar, XLM, they have MoneyGram. Ripple and XRP has Western Union. And it's all part of banking the unbanked as well. So new network update carries the promise of passive income for XRP holders. Now, this is something that was talked about, and most people, they mentioned it, but they didn't tell you exactly what this is. So a novel automated market maker, also known as the XLS-30, is one of the amendments expected to be made to the XRP Ledger when the Ripple version 1.12 is released on September 11, 2023. An AMM is a decentralized exchange where traders can buy and sell crypto assets. However, unlike what is attainable in a centralized exchange, users do not trade with other people, but directly through the liquidity pool. The liquidity pool is one of the ways XRP holders are expected to make passive income from this venture, as they can act as liquidity providers and provide their tokens to the liquidity pools while they earn trading fees in return based on the level of liquidity provided. These holders and traders can also make income from arbitrage opportunities. Now, I'm not going to jump on board with this right out of the gate. I want to see how this works a little bit more, and I want to see other people how what did they make off of this? You know, is it even worth it to put your cryptocurrencies at risk? And that's the other thing. You also got to look at the risk involved, as David Schwartz pointed out in the past. But we'll talk more about that as this goes live in the next few weeks. So Ubri connected to debut XRP Ledger banking interface prototype. So in a recent revelation, Rathav Kaman, a prominent figure in the XRP community, highlighted an intriguing development concerning Ripple Labs' Ubri initiative on Twitter. He shared interesting resume from the University of Waterloo, touting recent Cbdc research based on the XRP Ledger. Notes they prototyped a banking interface to be presented at Ubri Connect 2023. Lots of development happening in Canada. The document linked from the University of Waterloo indicated that William Park was on the hunt for a research assistant for a tenure spanning May to August 2023. The role demanded proficiency in Python, Flask, XRP Ledger, React, TypeScript, and involved tasks such as conducting research evaluating the viability of a central bank digital currency based on the XRP Ledger blockchain. Prototyped a banking interface using Flask, the XRP Ledger Pi library, and React to manage and visualize banking transactions facilitated on the XRP Ledger blockchain. Like I said before, even Canada's getting ready to go live with the XRP Ledger blockchain. And you know, this has been going on behind the scenes in a lot of areas. Not big announcements. They will come later, once they announce that testing is complete, or once they say, well, testing has been a success at this place or that place. But keep in mind, Ripple opened up an office in Canada recently, and I think that was all part of this as well. Everything coming together around CBDCs all of a sudden. Why? Because BRICS is fast-tracking everything. So Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO of Ripple, announced plans for a proper victory party in New York City on September 29th. This is to celebrate the win against the SEC. And now people are speculating that Ripple will announce their IPO plans at the XRP party in New York on September 29th. But again, we don't know anything until it happens around an IPO. But it is nice to see the green candle showing back up for XRP. The whole market right now looks very good. We're starting to make traction with crypto finally. Good news is happening for once. Instead of just dark and gloomy crypto space, it's starting to see some rays of sunshine finally. But you know, until we get there, we got to stay patient and stay positive. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.